folded like a cat. What was your reaction to hear Smith say that and then hear Joe Rogan back that all up? What was your reaction, James, to that situation?
To be honest, is yet again, I just think the guy is just an idiot. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know him personally about I don't know him personally for what he does or what I don't really know him. I'll be honest with you, I didn't know who the fuck he was until this thing with Joe Rogan's going on. But I'm not too much up on, I don't watch too much TV and I'm not too much on this crap. So I just thought, who's this idiot? Then I saw some video of him hitting pads, right? It was on Instagram and I just thought it was funny. Then I realized this is the same donor. This is the same guy. But to be honest, I'm sure there was a load of people out there that know nothing about the fight game and have done everything in their life to stay away from any confrontation, from any method of fighting they possibly can. They go down to their boxercise class or there's some title bullshit gym and hit the bag to music and then do 10 burpees and 10 star jumps and tell everyone they do boxing. Right? I'm sure there's a load of them guys that watch these fights and nudge their girlfriend who knows nothing about the sport and says, I'd beat him, darling. I'd kill him. Don't you worry about that. If he touched you in a nightclub, I'd bash him. And she says, yeah, babe. Really, she's saying, no, you wouldn't. But in my, she's like, yeah, babe, I know you would. Do you want a drink? Just to get out of the room. But the fact is, when, it's like arguing with a drunk, isn't it? You're an idiot to argue with a drunk if you're not.
Dude, that's what I love about me and you. I've been doing this since I was 7 years old on the radio, right? Like, I know my lane. And that's why I love doing the podcast with you, because it allows access from my view and your view. And then, seeing what we see on social media and seeing what the fighters say, it brings everything together. But when you see somebody like Anthony Smith, who hasn't covered UFC, hasn't watched UFC events before, to have a take in it, and for ESPN to think that it's doing us a favor to have him on there, that's going to bring eyes, it's not the truth.
No, of course it's not the truth. You're thinking like, what happened to the UFC before he came along? Oh, it was a multi-billion-dollar company that was sold. So, I mean, what's he talking about? Why would you even say something so stupid? I mean, the fact is, silly comments from silly people are always going to be out there. You can never, listen, go to any village. Right? I'm from a small town outside London. Every village has an idiot. And you know what I mean? You always find him when you're lost. You drive into town and you're lost. And you think, oh, this is a nice little village. And you think, excuse me, you pull over, ask him where to go. And you go, excuse me, do you know how to get to such and such? And you know who it is? It's the fucking village idiot. and he says something so stupid to you, like, oh, no, yeah, turn left, turn right. I don't know, I'm lost too. And that's Anthony Smith, ain't it? He's just a village idiot, isn't he?
Yes, Steven
Smith, what the fuck is his name?
On this whole situation, it's just, we have so many people, like fighters. I like seeing the fighters get these jobs. We don't need somebody like that's going to throw it in there.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's just unprofessional. And the fact of the matter is, whether you feel that or you don't, right? Whether you're qualified for that opinion or you don't, at the end of the day, two of the very best fighters in the world, right, got in there, put it on the line for everyone's entertainment. That's what fighters do, right? What I'm saying is, right, if you look up a definition of a fight is two people having a fight to find out who the winner is, right? Now, to find out who the winner is, the people that fight must be in roughly the same realm, as in same level, same weight, same level, right? Now, if that happens 20 times, maybe what happened only happened once, or maybe it didn't happen the whole 20. But that's the nature of a fight. That's why people love to watch fights, because you never know who's going to win or how they're going to win or whatever. But the fact of the matter is, Donald's been on the other end of that spectrum over 50 odd times in his career, where he's destroyed and walked through them. So, You know, I sat down with Manny Pacquiao in his office, in his house in General Santos. After he got beat by Marquez the fourth fight, he got knocked out. And I said to him, Manny, I want to ask you something. And he said, yeah. And I said, to be honest, I hope it's not too much. I said, but when you fought Marquez, you had 3 wars. On the 4th one, when you got knocked out, I thought you died. Like you was out bad. How do you come back and fight Mayweather?
That was a big thing that even his coaches discussed as well.
How do you come back and perform with self-belief? And he just looked, and he looked at me for like, I don't know, 10 seconds. It seemed like a minute, but it was just 10 seconds, I guess. And he went, if you don't want to lose, don't fight.
That says
and he went,
more
and he went, it's not personal. It's just a fight. I don't not believe in myself because I lost. I've beaten a load of people.
What does that mean to you, though, James, for people listening right now?
Well, the thing was, I've touched wood. I've never been knocked out in my whole career or in my life ever once. I've been beaten by referee stoppage or TKO or something, but never been like punched and I'm asleep. Never happened in my career. So I've always wondered and been very intrigued how that would make you feel after. I know how shit I felt after I lost a fight. You know what I mean? So that sucks. But I've always felt like it's always been a fight. I've never been caught that way, or I've got a good chin or whatever. But so I was genuinely intrigued. Now, Cerrone wasn't knocked out cold, but the referee had to stop the fight, and it was visibly clear: broken orbital, broken nose. I mean, like in 40 seconds, guys. And you have the audacity to try and say, oh, he folded like a tin can and be disrespectful. Or let me fucking break your nose and your orbital and see how quick you fold. Let me see what happens. Yeah, you don't have a choice over this.
Thank you.
Do you know what I mean? It's just terrible. No, it isn't. I don't want to get it because it pisses me off. And it's not just because I know Donald's story or he's a good guy. I'd say about any fighter. Any fighter has the balls to get out there and do what they do. And, you know, to be honest, I never reached the level in the UFC that those boys reached.
James, my teachers that founded ESPN, that were there the first time they broadcasted live on air when everyone was on edge, didn't know how the broadcast would go. The first time they did SportsCenter, told me in response to what happened last week that they were even shocked at what he had to say, and it was crossing a line to say that he folded like a can. When I brought that up to them, they're like, "Yeah, that was."
Yeah, but do you know what I personally feel? I feel that it was a cheap move to highlight himself, as in like I want to be, you know, an attention whore. That's what I felt it was.
I agree. 100%.
That's what I felt. That's what I felt like it was. I just felt like it was just a little attention whore trying to say something outlandish to get, and like, oh, how dare him say that? Let me get 1 million followers. Let me get this. Why didn't he just go on Instagram and fucking put a G-string on and bend over like every other fucking idiot does? He might as well have done that, because to be honest, to what he said had no intelligence, had no grounding. He had no reason to say it. He had no business saying it. He's not qualified to fucking say it. So
comment on Twitter, right?
Do you know what I mean? So what I mean is, it was just a quick way to get fast attention, and he got it. He's got it. He should be happy. There's a load of people out there saying, yeah, you're right. And then there's a load of people out there saying you're an arsehole. But either way, he's getting all the attention and all the follows he wants, because unfortunately, people like us right now are discussing the prick.
It's a sick thing that's going on, right? It really is, James. It really is. It really is.
Yeah, but you see that all the time, right? You see people go up to celebrities and rather go up to them and say something polite and shake their hand or ask for a photo, they walk up and they say something stupid to try and get a bad reaction from the celebrity, or you know what I mean? And they just try to set them up for something. Someone's filming from afar somewhere. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, and they're just trying to get a little. They're trying to get a little. Oh, look what such and such did to
The
me the other
Howard
day.
Stern type content.
It's the same shit as what he did. It's old. It's nothing new. I saw straight through it. That's why I didn't even care about it. The guy's a donut. I didn't even know the guy. And to be honest, I don't know how deep Joe's got involved in it. Joe Rogan's gotten involved in it, but I don't think he's got too invested in it. I think he realizes him for what he is, and I don't think he's taking anything too seriously. I just think he's just thinking, you know, I think if you ask Joe he'd say, I just wish my name wasn't really involved. I'd just rather be out of it.